What's up, guys? Day 64. Coding every day until I get a job. Do I have anything to talk about? Not really. I have the mock interview thing tomorrow. Sent out 3 LinkedIn DMs. Put in a couple applications on Handshake today, so I'm getting back on that finally. I don't know what I'm gonna do today after leetcode. I was looking at poker because it kind of just sounds like more fun right now, but I honestly don't know because I probably should work on a new food. Simply because like I should push out the update because eventually I'm gonna I got interviewed by like the newspaper at Northwestern, and that's gonna come out. So like I should have it more polished. Should. But I don't know. It's like kind of boring right now. Like I don't really want to do the front end stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I feel like I should probably work on a new food. Either today or tomorrow. Try to get it in a better place. But yeah. Okay. Regardless, let's do this little leetcode. Fair warning, I did look at Shaman's in the Discord before, but his is like this random fucking one-liner with zips pairwise, like he uses like the fucking permutations and then next on them. Like that motherfucker's diabolical one-liners. So I'm still gonna have to do most of it from scratch. But I mean, it looked like he was using like a stack-ish, which I guess like fair warning. I saw that. Okay. Given a pattern of like then, of I's and D's. Okay. So use it at most once. Okay. Turn the lexicographically smallest. Okay, so it probably means greedy. This just seems like greedy backtracking, to be honest. There's been a lot of backtracking the past couple days. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3. We can't go 4 because then we'd go back down to 3. Okay. So I'm just like looking for patterns. Seems like one of the patterns is whenever we see like D's, it goes in like reverse order. Like we have 3 D's, it's 8, 7, 6, which like makes sense. Which also kind of makes sense as to why I saw a stack. Just a little bit cheating, but whatever. Purely because like it's like you see a D, add it to the stack. So if you're at like index 5 or something, you would add like, or like here, you'd add the 6, you'd add the 7, you'd add the 8, you'd add the 9, but then you see that you're at the end or you encounter an I, and then you just pop, so then it goes 9, 8, 7, 6. So it seems to me like we just greedy, like if it's an I, pop from a stack always append to that stack. And I think regardless, so like, wait, if it's an I, get rid of the whole stack first and then append the I part. Right? Or do we append the I part first? We do the I part first because the 5 comes first before the 4. Right? Because here we'd add 4 to the stack, but then we want to add 5 first and then a 4. Okay. You just get an internship or know anyone that has it as a sophomore? Yeah. I mean, most of the people are like very, very good, like better than me. There's one guy that comes in consistently. His name is Shaman. That dude's giga cracked. He had Neon Tech as a sophomore. He's a junior now, technically. But a couple like real life friends I know that either had once or have. Congrats on 1K. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So what did I say? First append I. Gonna need the string version of this, I think. And I kind of just do the same thing after, because of like the case of this one, where we don't encounter a D, but we do have an S still. This will actually move down, and then we'll always just s.append. I think at the bottom, no, maybe else. Like we only really want to append to the stack if it's a D. This like kind of seems fine. Oh no, but we gotta start at 1. What's up, Caesar? What's up, big dog? Memory limit exceeded. What the fuck did I do? Sup, how's it going? That's fine. Like I'm not really in a coding mood tonight, but whatever. That's made evident from this. Okay, so what's happening here? hit the I append res, while S, I would append, so this shouldn't run. Let me just see what's happening here. Why does it not even print anything? Can I not do leetcode today? Spent 2 hours debugging JS for us. That's good stuff. That's good stuff right there. Oh yeah, this is the Daily Herald. That I, for some reason, like, I know how to do it. Something's wrong with the implementation, though. I don't really know what. Because pretty much, if the char is a D, we append it to the stack. If it's an I, we then append what the I is. Wait, what the fuck? You're so right. Why can you not see this, actually? Wait, what? What the fuck? My thing's frozen. Alright, give me a second. Okay. What the fuck? I don't know what happened in OBS. Dude, I muted the wrong thing. Damn, OBS is fucking killing me today. I muted my mic instead of my screen capture. Okay, so I'm close. But why am I getting an extra 9 here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I should never be getting 9, actually. And then here, oh, these are just weird edge cases. Not edge cases, but even question mark. What's wrong now? Oh god. No, I'm supposed to be one higher. Well, it has to be like decreasing, decreasing, decreasing. But I guess I need a way to like check. How the fuck do you do this actually? Yeah, it's like equivalent to needing one extra one. It's almost like in here, I need to do like, this is gonna make the test cases pass, but like these two, but I just don't think it's right. It's like if it ends with a D, then we need like another one. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I mean the easy way to do this is you stack these up to, no, it's not gonna be length though, because like this one starts at 9, but the stack would only be 3. I don't know. Oh, sorry, this is +1. I don't know if this is gonna cover all the edge cases. Concatenate. Oh, fuck off. How can I do this? Like, technically? No, wait, this is not gonna work. Whatever. I was about to see an ugly ass. If this gets accepted, it'll be a miracle. I'm fully expecting this to get wrong answers. Yeah. Okay, so we handle the 4, 3, 2, 1 correctly. Oh. Okay, so if it ends in an I. So we kind of just need to do like both need something appended to them at the end. So if there's a stack, that means, because numbers can't repeat. Oh my fucking god, I hate this shit. Okay, I need to handle this just in my implementation. Oh, this is so fucking stupid. What am I doing? What if we just always append it to the stack? Then what? Oh, this is so dumb. I'm just getting murked. Looking at so this just needed to come first. Can't believe I'm failing all these fucking problems recently. It's really annoying. String index out of range, because I need that one to go first. Oh my god. It's just so bad. I have like the mock interview thing tomorrow. I'm gonna get fucking cooked. I'm in like the worst form I've been in a while. I gotta do another one. Ah, fuck me, this is annoying. Okay. Let's try another medium. Top interview questions. Assignments are formed under pressure. Yeah. I don't know if job offers are. I actually don't even know what. Oh, motherfucker. And I got like a cut and I was putting Aquifer on it. Look how much I just put fucking on. That is a glob. Jesus. I'm firing on all cylinders right now. Job offers are under nepotism? Yeah. Yeah. I was like I went to a pretty big high school, and on LinkedIn, like this one, like what would now be considered in college like a fratty type friend group, like the golf polo wearers, they all accepted the same financial analyst position at the same company, like at the same time, on LinkedIn. I was like, oh, that's slightly suspicious. Like that's so fucking funny. Okay. Given a string containing digits from 2 to 9 inclusive, return all possible letter combinations that the number could represent. Return it in any order. A mapping of digits to letters is given below. Note that 1 does not map to any letters. Okay. You got an interview? Shit, Caesar, okay. Goat shit. Do it in C. Don't be a pussy. If it's a technical, don't be a pussy. Do it in C. Hey dude, you're doing better than me. I've been applying technically since like my freshman year. This is for a Python position. Get fucked. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's like the most karma in the cosmos shit that I've ever heard. Dude, of course, the regional Python hater. Don't worry, I'm still searching for the C position, of course. Just wanted to move away from web dev, that's fair. I'm also gonna do this in like kind of a weird way, but I don't really care. I'm thinking I'm gonna like kind of just iterate over each one. Oh, that's so brute forcey though. Is there a better way to do this? Because obviously the brute force way is just like you index into 2. Like you just go down the entire path. The digits is only 4 actually. So the worst case is each one can have 3. Each one can have 3, so what? No, it can't be that. How many combinations are there? What's up, Shaman? I don't know if we're doing this. Because for the digits is only 4. 23 has 9. This just doesn't seem like a lot. So I low-key feel like I can just brute force. Guess who pressed O without hitting R? I dislike that for some reason 7 and 9 have 4. It's kind of like, it's actually like BFS-y in a way, right? This is quite BFS-y. Surprised I didn't really realize that before. Fuck, I haven't coded BFS in a while. This is actually good. Oh, fuck, do you BFS again? I know you have like the queue, then you pop the queue, then you go over the neighbors. So what is the queue? Should the queue just be, should be the neighbors of the first one? Map it, digits. Oh, the length digits can. Q dot top left. I need to think about this more than just going over the root memorization. Because we need to pass what has been added so far, right? Dude, I'd kill for your fucking... I would kill for your algorithm. So what I'm thinking, that's probably not good, but like what's going on in my head right now is we start the queue with like a tuple of 1 being like the current char, or maybe we do the current digit. Yeah, maybe the current digit, and then like, so current digit and then like so far. Something like this. Will that work? Let me think through this. Because then with each neighbor, we'll add the cur to be plus that. But we have to traverse over digits. It's like we kind of need to keep track of like the ith position too. So this is probably a really bad way to do it, but like just in my head, I'm thinking we do like I equals 0, or it'd be 1 to start. God, this is such a bad way of doing this, but whatever. If I less than the length of digits, let me do this, else q.append digits at I, and then cur plus char. This is so shit. Oh, brother. Because what I'm trying to do is, as long as there's another part of the digit, then we got to keep doing this like a BFS down. But then we have to know at the end, like, that we don't want to traverse another level and that the current is actually like the ending bit. But this just seems so bad. Oh, forgot to do this. Wait, why? I'm always appending a tuple, no? Fuck am I doing? What am I not understanding here? Why is that an array? Can you not do a deck of tuples? Shaman. I mean, I can do this, I guess. Wonder if this will be fine. String index at a range? Like what? This is just some Python shit that I'm not understanding. Wait, where am I missing it? Deck takes a, oh, fuck me, okay. So I need Yeah. So I need like this. Oy. This is supposed to be cur. I just rewrote it wrong. Was I close? Okay, so it seems like I'm one layer wrong. String index out of range. That makes sense. I'm just getting this iteration wrong. But I need it to go. Fuck me. It's like the worst feeling that I know exactly like what's going wrong, but my head just is not like putting it to code. Because I know the iteration's wrong. I just, like, I'm one layer too early. But I need to keep in mind like the constraint of like when to pop all of these, you know? Because like this has a length of 2. I'm starting it with 1, so it goes through everything, but then it has a length of 2. Motherfucker. Do I instead like do it in the for loop for the char? I don't know if this is right. No, because then when am I indexing I? God damn, this is so shit. I can never come up with just like a simple solution. Because I want it to go. Okay, so what's the fucking problem right now? I starts as 1, which is less than it, so it appends all the thing at the first position. Is it this I plus equal 1 that's the problem? Because technically, like, the queue starts with digits 0 and then nothing. This is so bad. I stop bitching and just lock the fuck in. the index in like this type of thing? Or is that dumb? Okay, let me walk through this with a clear head and not bitch and moan, because that's just stupid. So we start with the first digit. So we have 2, for example. So we have 2 and the cur is nothing. The I is 1, so we're going to come into here. We're going to append the next thing, which is 3. And cur plus the char in the neighbors. So we're going to get A, B, C. And then I is going to be 2. But then 2 is out of bounds for this. Which is like correct because we don't want to do like I think each BFS probably wants its own index of digit. So you're saying like keep it in the tuple. I mean, sure. Yeah, that's fair. Then when you q append, you can pass I plus 1. Okay. Yeah, because then I don't have to worry about this. What the fuck am I doing here? Bro, my brain is so scattered right now, it's like unreal. 4 char in digits. Okay. I mean, like, I hate that I just didn't, like, figure that out. Like, I really appreciate you helping, and I like, thought of that, and then I just didn't do it. I just didn't try it. Like, I got the basic pattern of, like, it's a BFS, like, go through the neighbors, and I just sat there for, like, 10 minutes, and I was like, what the fuck? Ugh. Such an easy question, too. I wonder what the best way is. Backtracking. Why backtrack instead of BFS? Hard to explain why IB and global doesn't work. I mean, like, yes and no, simply because I needed to start I at 1. Or maybe, if I started I as 0, it's like traversing on one path. Yeah, but, like, I was thinking it wouldn't because you're then appending all the, like, you're appending all the digits first. String index element, yeah. Alright, whatever. I at least got a solution. Let me put it back. Like, fucking god damn it, why doesn't this? Yeah, it would still like back to AC. I think the first level works. Yeah, it's just it was bad to try to index based on like a global I. This is much cleaner, obviously, but in my head I was just thinking it'd be fine because you like append everything at the ith level, and then only after that you're like incrementing I. Like yeah, you definitely could. I think that's what my brain was more going towards, but yeah, I should have just done that. I was thinking level order traversal. Because I still think I need the if. I'm pretty sure. Because I need to know if I'm on like the bottommost level. Right? Do I? And then I think I would start with 0? Or would we start with I at 1? Maybe 1? So it's like the range of the length of the queue. Like this is stupid, obviously, but whatever. Now it still gets... It's gotta be the indexing thing that I'm doing wrong with this I shit. Yeah, because now I'm essentially just doing A twice. So I just have to start with 1. This is so stupid. I should be doing other stuff with my time right now. But I want to figure this out. Tail is all this time. It's like we go through the level. We would append A, B, C. And then I would be 2. So I have 2 is out of bounds. It's just because of this indexing shit. Like, it's almost like we need to do almost like we should do whatever, fucking test. Test equals digits at I if that, else that. So then we can avoid this like out of bounds shit. Let's see if this works. Let's just continue this monstrosity. Fuck. I mean, like, we already got the solution. That's true, though. So you're saying off by 1 between dig and cur, because dig is what you need to add. All right, fuck it. I'm not continuing this. I should focus on doing the best practice anyway, which is this. Obviously, it is this. I should stop digging a fucking rabbit hole. Sorry, do you have any projects going? I do. I have nufood, which is you can check it out at nufood.me. It's a way to like get dining hall food, or like show dining hall food faster on my campus, because the like user experience for the actual thing that they give is horrible. Actually, I had a question for you guys. Do you think it'd be a bad user experience if like on open to nufood, instead of having this like show preference thing available, I go through like it just starts with a pop-up and then it's like, what are you looking for today? And then like it starts with this preferences thing. Because now that I also have like the weekly data information, I was thinking like it's a lot of buttons and stuff to have like under a show preferences, because then I'd also have under here, like I don't think I'm running it, but give me 1 second. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because let this boot up for 1 second. I actually might work on that tonight. It seems like that's a cool idea. Boot, please. Cool. Okay, localhost. Like, right now, I have this piece of shit pagination thing, because I wanted to test it. Purely because I wanted to test it. But I'm imagining is something like, on mount, we have like a little pop-up that says like, I don't know, what are you looking for? And then maybe it's like a total of, I don't know, 1 or 2 screens where the first question is like, do you want North or South campus, or do you want to pick from these options? And then the next screen could be like times of day, and times of day includes like the day of the week, and then also breakfast, lunch, or dinner with the current time still pre-selected. So like they could hit, like obviously I would keep the defaults of everything and then the current time period. So if you wanted to just skip, you could just skip. Um, but I think it's like, I think that's a cool idea of having like a questionnaire on mount and then store that information. And then obviously, like if you go to all items and then back to daily items, it doesn't re-show it. It just would keep the preferences. I don't know how to code that now that I'm thinking about it. I don't really know how to do that. But I think it'd be cooler than continuing to add more preferences all in this tab thing. Because also on mobile, like this shit sucks. Like, okay, ignore this because obviously I'm in the testing phase. You have accounts, right? Yeah, like sign-in accounts for, like each account you can have specific data on, like favorites. That's really all an account is used for, is favorites. And I have none on this account, but yes. But I was also thinking like of working towards saving preferences in local storage. Because I was reading a couple of forums and they were like, you can store like non-critical data or anything like in local storage. Like the same way I use session storage. I was thinking of storing stuff locally, but then also like on mount. I don't know if I'd want on mount like every single time to go through the questionnaire. I feel like I'd have to, something I just have to think through. I'd like your guys' opinions on it too, if anyone is in the stream besides Caesar and Shaman. Could have some storage that gets refreshed after 10 minutes. That's fair. Also, apparently, my friend just texted me. I'm surprised they like didn't say anything to me. But my friend just texted me that the thing did release. I don't know where it'd be. Can I search? I cannot see it. But like my friend texted me a little notification from like the daily NU. But I cannot find it. Oh, I don't know. Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. Cool. There we go. Banger. What a joke. That's funny. You could have storage that gets refreshed after 10 minutes. Will you have some preference saved? That's fair. I think honestly I could just also store it in session storage. Like, fuck it, what's one more thing in session storage anyway? Shit can hold up to 5 megabytes. I'm only at like a megabyte. Because that would just be a very pretty basic. So local storage persists past like if I close nufood and then like the tab and then reopen it, the session storage would be cleared. But if you use local storage, it stays. Give opinion, you do opposite. Please expand on what opposite means, Caesar. I would love to know. Yeah, it's either local storage with timestamp or like, honestly, just fucking session storage again. Because then like on mount. Or no, because I want to kind of keep things. I don't know, this is hard. Only on first sign-in? Do you mean first sign-in like ever? Or like when I enter nufood like that? Ever. Save favorites and have it be a different tab in menu. Different tab in menu. Like on the side? Or what do you mean by menu? But the thing is, Caesar, the majority, like the vast majority of people don't sign in. Is the thing to think about. So I don't have a way of saving them to a database. The only people I can like store preferences for in a database way is people that I have like a UID for, which is only people that are signed in. Damn, yeah, I know. So I'm kind of leaning. What am I leaning? Thank you, Caesar. Force sign in and sell their data. Yep. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I think that's the one. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking for nufood on page load, I have like a pop-up type questionnaire that's like literally a single page questionnaire to specify your preferences for what to show visually, because I'm getting to the point where like it's a lot of clutter in like the show preferences button, and that also sucks on mobile. Do you think that's a fine idea to just do like on every time someone hits the website, like just have that, or would that get annoying?
Well, it's the same as like, it's what Die on Campus does, right? It's like every time you hit the website, it makes you like pick your preferences first.
That's true. So I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal, because it still is getting the same fast load time, and it would honestly also kind of mask the load time of my data coming in, because by the time you'd get finished the questionnaire, it would be there. And do you think, because the other opportunity is like, I show the pop-up once and then save it in like your browser storage of your preferences, and then you can like do the same old show preferences and then select through. So I'm just trying to think like, do I do it on mount, or like, do I do it once?
I wouldn't hate a pop-up. I also think that like, if you're worried about clutter, very few people are going to be, like, fewer people use it in the morning, right? For like breakfast. So like, I think you can start getting rid of options as those options are no longer available. Like, nobody needs to see what breakfast was if they can't eat breakfast now. It's like by the time like lunch rolls around and all the dining halls swap from breakfast, I think you can get rid of breakfast. When dinner rolls around, I think you can get rid of lunch.
That's fair.
That'll get rid of something. It'll help a little.
All right. I think regardless, I'm gonna figure out the question. I mean, I'm gonna build the questionnaire thing, and then I'll figure out if I want it on mount every time or not. But I do like that idea of like only show the future availability thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Pop-up will be annoying as hell after 30 years.
For the future thing, Aiden, you can also like after 8 p.m. you can get rid of Sarge and Plex.
That's true. I worry that people will be like thinking it's broken because it's not showing everything and just not have like the mental idea that
you could gray it out.
That's true, I could gray it out. Okay, thank you. Okay, I think regardless, I'm gonna try to build this little pop-up thing. And then I'll try to figure out when I want it to mount and when I want that type of stuff after. Oh, this is probably really tiny. How do I do pop-ups again? Or I guess you just start it with, you just start like a Boolean with true, and then as they hit like escape or exit, you just set it to false. And maybe I just make this thing the questionnaire. Like on this click, it just shows the questionnaire instead of showing like up here. I think I like that more. So instead of, okay, I have to sleep. All right. Good night, Caesar. I appreciate you stopping by, even though your sleep schedule is awful and you should just fix it. But thank you as always. Good night, good night. Okay. So I think I'm going to change these preferences to be a pop-up. How the fuck do you code a pop-up though? Guess who's looking at an old YouTube video? That's actually just so much better of a ChatGPT question. Do I specify in React to make a component be a pop-up, be the above all others layer? Oh yeah, I kind of remember this as z-index. I do kind of remember that. So like a z of 50. So what if I just steal these? Nope. steal these two. Replace that with that. And then I need to close it at the bottom with 2 more divs. Try code forces. I could just. Okay, so this is a little bit bad, but I think it's just a coloring issue. Background white. So let's just get rid of. Okay, we're floating a little bit. We're floating a little bit. What is, what would show this? Probably actually just daily items. Oh, so it's background. Okay. And all the interactions still work. Okay. I kind of already like this more. But I do need a close button. So I'm imagining they had a little button on close. Oh, I'll just put it there for now. So I'd need to do I need to also do like set preferences. That takes in it doesn't really matter what I name this. Close, which is a pool. And return void. Oh, Boolean. Forgot that's what that was in this language. Unclose returns a void here. How do I do that? What's up, Cheese? Mr. Cheese Slayer. We're working on making a little pop-up, which I want to be just like an X up here, actually. But as always, I'm fighting my lack of knowledge with React and HTML. Oh, is it one of the things that I can do like this? I like vaguely remember this as a... Ooh, I'm kind of the goat. Alex, we got there at the same time. Banger. Banger. Okay. It's coming to me eventually. So I want this in line with this, which I do. Is there any other thing where I have like little X's that I can steal? I feel like I do in my favorites thing. No, just a little minus. Also, ignore how bad this looks, obviously. We're working in the dark. Also, Alex, I feel like this is not something I like should say, because you can't do anything about it. But I never got anything back from AWS, or like from Amazon in general, from like the referral. I have no way of knowing like if that means I just got ghosted, or like what happened. But I thought I might as well tell you, because I haven't seen you in a little bit. Hope you're doing well also, obviously. Div class name, I don't know. Let's just try to this is probably just a good ChatGPT thing because it's such a nothing burger. It is in the same line with preferences, text on the far right and the far left being closed, but just as an X. Can I see HR tomorrow? Oh, no, you don't need to do that much. I'm imagining, like, purely it's just that I am getting, like, I just didn't qualify, which makes 100% sense. Difference between with full. So why are they doing preferences first? Like, let me see first if this is what I want. I asked my company if they had any internship positions, but they're only looking around locally. Do I have to move to Utah? Honestly, if it's a good offer, fuck it, I'll move to Utah. Okay, so that is what I want, but I do imagine that I want this over here, like that. Yeah, I don't know why ChatGPT gave me that, but I kind of could inspect. Okay, this is cool. I'm happy with this. Everything's still interactive. Nice. Nice, look at that go. So now I want this to happen on mount, which I think I can do in simple terms. Probably a better way to do this. But if I go to show preferences, I can just start it by saying true. And then it'll just like on page load. But I don't want it to always go back to it. I just want it to do it on mount once. Shit. I have a pop-up on mount of page for the first time. Renavigation. I don't know if this is like too niche. CSS is the way of the future, baby. I think they're overloaded too, and there's not enough interviews. That makes sense. Put your pop-up in top level before the router network. Oh yeah, it would work. But then I'd have to figure out a different way of passing the props down. I think. Right? Because right now I'm obviously like I need to change this. I use Redux for that. I really need to learn Redux. I've heard that word like so much. I know it's like something of like kind of a caching thing. React Redux. It started. So it includes a provider component which makes the Redux store available to the rest of the app. Okay. Provides a pair of custom React hooks that allow your components to interact with the Redux store. You select, it reads a value from the store state. Oh, okay. So, from what I can like vaguely gather, I would make the preferences a higher order component. I would then add a provider from Redux, like around the whole thing. Or I don't exactly know where it would go. In this, they just had it above their app. So I'll have to check on that. But then I set those values into Redux, and then I'd read it in the daily items page. And then I can still write updates to it. Would I still be able to, in this, be able to call show preferences, and then, like, I'm assuming I could still call, like, the higher order component, in this? I think I should be able to. Right? Or will that cause some sort of, like, there's a higher order, lower order, and then the lower is calling the higher? Does that cause an issue? Because I do want the user to be able to still, like, on click here, bring up the customization window again. Yeah, just try it. That's extremely fair. It was pretty much like, whatever. Okay. So, extracting data. It's called every time the store data state changes, it receives the entire. Decouple state from presentation is nice. Decouple state from presentation. I don't entirely understand that sentence. I'm going to be honest. I like vaguely understand it. Decouple state from presentation. But how is the state not inherently coupled with the presentation? Because like for me, like this is the app state, and then that's linked to like what is being presented at all times. Or are you just saying it like has it in a different file? Or not file, but like a different area. Oh shit. Okay. Cool. Using configure store should not need any additional typings. We'll however want to extract the root state type. use selected saves. You need to type state root every time. If you use dispatch, the default dispatch does not know about. What are thunks? Pattern of writing functions with logic. Okay, sure. Dispatch is just to send an event. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of just trying to wrap my head around everything right now. And then I'll get into like writing something. But I just gotta figure this out first. Go to file name store. Define slice state and action type. Each slice file should define a type for its initial state value. Okay. So like in my case, it'd be like show it. Which ones to show. It's a circular import, but the TypeScript compiler can correctly handle that. So we have the type here, which is if state that. And then we have an initial state. We define our reducers to be either increment or decrement. So for me, a lot of these are like Booleans or like setting array values. So this would actually take a lot of logic out of my daily items. This would be nice, because a lot of logic in my daily items thing is like toggling an item being clicked and stuff of that nature to like all of this is for data that's involved with displaying the items. I guess the only thing with current page would stay, but actually all of these could go in the Redux. Wait, actually, Alex, right now the way I'm doing these pages is like I have the data stored in session storage, and then I'm pulling the specific data and putting it in like a state. Could I technically now, with this Redux thing, obviously I'm still only making one fetch, but then do I even need session storage? Bless you, thank you. Because the session storage is saving the things that I fetch from the call. But if Redux is essentially like gathering that state, can I just set that as like a different other like Redux provider state? I don't know if I'm making much sense. But essentially like right now in the session storage, yeah, you can. That's pretty cool. So I can get rid of using session storage at all. Use both useState and Redux. No, but what I'm saying is like a lot of these use states are literally like locations, daily items, weekly items is directly what I store in session storage. So I'm imagining that like instead of doing like a fetch first from session storage, which is what I've been doing, like that's what process data is, and fetch data is like I first check session storage. If it's not in session storage, I fetch from my backend. and so on and so forth. But I could kind of avoid a lot of this. So usually I would replace preferences. Okay. Okay, so I have to look into use selector. If you want to move it to Redux. Yeah. The main thing I'm talking about moving to Redux is like the fetching portion down here where I'm like trying to hit my session storage. Because I'm thinking I can like on the first load of the page just store the items that come from my backend instead of session storage, which is what I'm doing to like make things go faster here. Just use Redux and then be able to pull like from the save state in Redux because the items don't change. Like the location operating hours don't change. The daily items that are available don't change. I think I should be able to do that. I think it's at least worth a try. But if they refresh, you still need to populate. No, I mean, even right now, like session storage repopulates on page load. I'm pretty sure. Does it? No. Yeah, I would have to do that. So maybe I just keep session storage. Okay. What time is it? It's 12:17. Okay. I think I'll do this for like, I think I'm just gonna try to continue to read through this, try to understand it, and then I'll end stream in probably like 10 minutes, like around 12:30. And then I'm gonna continue to read tomorrow and then come with a better plan for next stream. And I'll actually have time to implement some stuff. Okay, so let me just keep reading and try to understand. Safely import state. Yeah. So we have this. We have the reducers, which are like the things to change. And you export them. Sample, yeah, okay. So it keeps the types in some case. May unnecessarily tighten the type of the initial state. If this happens, you can work around it. Interesting, okay. Makes sense though, I just loosen it. In component files, import the pre-typed hooks. But what is app/hooks? Okay, so I just skipped over it here. Use dispatch with types of app dispatch. Oh, okay, so this is like what saves you from doing that. Okay. And then you can import, decrement, and increment from the slice file. The state arg is correctly typed. Okay, but why do they not? I mean, they like import, decrement, and increment, but they don't use it at all here. I guess omit rendering logic just assumes that. I feel like it'd be nicer to have a full example at least. Using configure store should not need any additional typing. Like, what is post reducer here? Okay. This is the same thing as before, but what is dot with types? Previously the approach for pre-typing. Sure. Connect consists of two functions that are called sequentially. The first function accepts a map state and a map dispatch as arguments and returns a second function. The second function accepts the component to be wrapped. Holy shit. Okay. I'm in a little over my head. I don't really understand this. Packages included as a helper type. Extract the return types. Which means that if you split the connect call, I feel like this is probably I just want to fucking read an example, dude. Ooh, flashbang. Holy shit. Sorry about that. Let me start by declaring. Yeah, I kind of have to do this because I need it as the higher order function. The only other thing I can think of is like literally just storing another thing, but that's just bad. Like another thing in session storage on if it's been loaded in or not. But I should just learn Redux. Alright. It's getting a little bit late for me, so I'm gonna get off. tomorrow after my classes. Actually, I don't know if I'll have time tomorrow. Shit, because I have mock interview at 3:30, and then work at 6. I'm gonna try my best to read some stuff on Redux. Come in tomorrow with some basic stuff added. Because I like this idea of a pop-up. I'm gonna try to figure out how to make this work. Yeah. All right. This is day 64. We now have completed a stack of items in Minecraft worth of videos. I will see you guys all tomorrow for day 65. Good night. Hope you have a wonderful day. Wonderful night probably is late. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, guys.